Yeah, I found it to be absolutely necessary for me to jump back on this thing, right? And send some words to my kinfolks, man, that be tuning in from the Bay. Look, what we ain't about to do, homie, we ain't about to create no energy and no animosity nor separation between Southern California or LA and the Bay. No, that's not that's not what we about to do. If some of you cats feel some type of way about me speaking on JT the bigger figure, it is what it is, homie. Say certain things towards me. Don't say nothing against a region because that's counterproductive and that's ignorance, homie. I haven't gotten on this thing and I haven't spoken any ill will towards a whole region. I haven't said anything disrespectful to the Bay or anything that can be taken out of context towards the Bay Area brethren. So what we ain't about to do, man, is create this fake ass LA versus the Bay situation. We ain't gonna do that, cuz we about to nip that in the bud right now on PJ Watch Crip. Like, you feel me? Don't come on here with that type of energy, LA versus the Bay, like who will win or who's better. Don't nobody give a fuck about that because at the end of the day, nobody win and ain't nobody better. The same shit they doing in the Bay is the same shit we doing in LA. The same shit that crack in the Bay is the same shit that crack in LA and vice versa. So we ain't gonna get on here, cuz, and create no separation or a fake ass war. And a lot of you cats that may be from the Bay don't even have the influence, the authority, or the reputation to even create no LA versus the Bay type situation, homie. Because you got cats in LA like myself that got an abundance of love for cats up there in the Bay. And vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to be mindful of the dialogue and the shit that we say when we come on here and we trying to be in defense of certain people that's conducting themselves in an improper manner, homie. If this dude is going around exploiting people and doing this and doing that, it is what it is. Niggas is gonna be held accountable in LA. You feel what I'm saying? I can't speak on the Bay. I ain't from the Bay. I'm from Watts. But in Watts, niggas can get held accountable for any infraction, transgression, any of that, homie. But for you cats from the Bay, and this ain't a slug towards the whole Bay, just certain cats. To you cats that's from the Bay, homie, that's trying to come on here and create division between LA and the Bay. Like, come on, bro. Like, that ain't even what this is about, homie. We trying to find ways to connect real individuals from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the North to the South, from the top to the bottom, homie. That's what it is. So keep that to yourself. You know what I mean? Man, I'm doing my best, man, to just be me, my authentic self. And when I see things, homie, that don't sit right with me, I'm gonna create content. Is everybody gonna agree with my content? No, they're not. And that's cool because a lot of this is opinionated, my point of view, and it comes, for me. This is how I view things. You may not view the things that I view in the same manner, in the same fashion. If you do, it's a plus. If you don't, no hard feelings. And right now I'm on JT top for some bullshit that he said. And when I made the video, people from his region start sending me, telling me stories about this cat and how he was in the Bay and this happened to him, this, that, and third. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But what we ain't gonna do is make it seem like it's no LA versus the Bay or the Bay versus LA. Like, we don't even want to get into that, man. We don't want to know who will win. We don't want to know who will create the most damage and put up the most casualties. We don't want that type of energy. And listen, homie, the Bay is damn near 6 hours away from LA. What we look like beefing with the Bay, homie? Y'all like, come on, make it make sense, homie. But we got to start holding N words accountable, no matter if they're a rapper, public figure, content creator. When you say some BS, homie, you got to be held accountable. There's terrorists that's coming over the border right now. Now let's break it down. Let's get into some deep shit. There's terrorists coming over the border right now, and they have their instructions. They may be instructed to kick it off when Trump becomes the president, just like in Atlanta. You had a dude from Phoenix, Arizona that had an abundance of ammunition and guns. and he was going to Atlanta to create a race war. You have individuals that have their orders to come to the United States of America and at the appointed appropriate time to create disorder, chaos, to get it cracking. There's terrorists. The United States government knows this. There's terrorists coming over the border right now, disguised as Latinos. There's individuals that's coming over the border that's creating chaos in American cities right now. And we're welcoming these peoples amongst our ranks instead of empowering our people, educate our people so our peoples can start taking the necessary steps to prepare for what's coming. Now, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it, homie. All this shit is by design. It's systemic. It's a system that's designed to continue to subjugate, oppress, and sabotage the efforts of blacks. The dude in the video already told you what's going on. So we gonna turn a blind eye to it. We gotta be mindful of the shit that we say, homie. If that dude didn't make that controversial statement, that's on Mike. I wouldn't even be on here discussing or talking about that dude, bro. When you have a voice, you have to be mindful of what it is you're vocalizing. A lot of African American leaders are notorious for misleading their people, ill advising their people. One of the most notable ones was Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King dreamed of us integrating with white America was a nightmare for us that has set us back over 150 years. It wasn't time to integrate. So you got these African Americans, when it benefits and drive their individual purpose and mission, they want to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Right now isn't the time to be singing Kumbaya. Right now is not the time for us to be even entertaining, integrating with nobody outside of ourselves. How are we going to integrate with somebody else when we ain't got our shit together? It's time for us to come together. It's time for us to start acknowledging us for our contributions here in America. This country was 70% built on a backs of free labor from our people, indigenous and imported Africans. The other 30% goes to the agents that came over here and helped them create the railway system. If we're going to be honest, if we're going to call a ball, a strike, a strike, so my player partners from the Bay, you can't get upset at me for coming over here and coming on here and giving my point of view and my perspective. My perspective. How you going to get mad at that? Name the lie that I said. Name the false allegation or accusation that I associated or attached to this brother's name. You can't name it. JT is a proven scam artist. He got to be called out on his BS with all respect to the Bay. Yeah. You can't get mad because I'm giving my point of view. And I'm seeing him coming to my community, hollering at my homies, the cub pay y'all. No, he ain't pay us nothing. He just said whoop whoop and he gonna come back and help us do businesses. And where the help at? Where the assistance at? He already got the meat and potatoes of what he came over there for. If I'm from Eastside, Imperial Course, PJ Watts Crip, and I come to my community and I shoot, or I bring producers and directors to the community, you got to help my people. In some capacity or another, my people have to be able to benefit from this. So a lot of directors and producers, when they come to do business with me, you already know, man, we got to hire some security. The homie got 10 kids. Let's have him be security. The homegirl is a single mother on AFDC. Let's have her to lock down the location. When I say lock down, if we shooting in a certain area, what she'd do is make sure nobody can walk in between the shots. Let's pay her for that. Oh, you got background extra work? No. They can't come over here. I got 10 homies. Hire them. Give them something. We have to stop exploiting one another And then we want to cry when these white folks and these Asians and these Mexicans are savvy enough to come and exploit us too. We want to call them culture vultures. But what about us that do the same thing to us? We got to hold each other to the same standards. Just like how they say we want to cry when the police shoot one of us, but when one of us shoot one of us, it ain't no protest. We need to protest that too. Because us unaliving us is the biggest crime to us. And that's all I'm saying. Some of y'all will get it, some of y'all won't get it. But this goes out to my player partners in the Bay. It ain't no love lost, man. Shout out, major respect to the Yay area, man. We gonna keep rocking how we be rocking and all that. But for some of you cats that got into the comments and trying to make it seem like it's tension and it's beef between LA and the Bay, man, stop that. Knock that off, man. We fuck with the Bay. If we ain't fuck with the Bay, then JT as an ambassador or a representative of the Bay wouldn't be welcome in LA. Mostly watch. So let's not make it seem like it's beef. Shout out to what's the cat name from out of Vallejo? Duna the underdog. They got a close relationship with the Gray Streets. Rest in peace to his brother Tremont. They got brothers from my section, from out of Vallejo. So it's always been some form of a connection between LA and the Bay, but then it get overshadowed by this media bullshit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So shout out to the Bay Area, man. With that, Too Black, Too Strong. We all we need, we all we got, man. I'm up off this thing, man.